Welcome to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Mary Philippi, Executive Director for United Way.
Mary, this time of year, people are all out shopping with the holidays right around the corner. Merry Christmas right around the corner. Merry Christmas, Mary, whatever. Christmas is here and our retailers have been busy. And I want to give folks a big thank you for shopping locally this holiday season. Mm-hmm. It really does matter. We had our Shop, Drop, and Win promotion.
Is it over?
It is over.
Okay.
It ended on Monday, December 16th. That was our final drawing. And just to kind of give you a recap, Shop, Drop, and Win was the Chamber's promotion to encourage and reward folks for spending their money in Fergus Falls throughout the holiday shopping season. So we started it right before Thanksgiving, ended on December 16th. And all people needed to do was either just stop in and register, because there, no purchase necessary, or they could show us receipts from doing business in Fergus Falls, and they'd get a registration form. They got a bonus entry if they were a chamber member. They got bonus entries if they were shopping on Small Business Saturday or on the Over the River Festival Day. So we've had just great stories. We've heard a lot of great stories from people coming in, telling us where they've been shopping and how much fun they've had. And the businesses have been so great in telling them, hey, make sure you come to the chamber and register. So you would not believe this, but guess how many entries we had? How many, we had a huge bin full of entries.
5,000.
Close. We had 3,500 entries in that amount of time. And then we tallied up how much was spent in Fergus Falls. $317,000 stayed in Fergus Falls due to our promotion, and that's just the numbers that we tracked. So it was a huge success for Fergus Falls, and of course we had winners too. We gave away some Fergus bucks. Our winners were Roxanne Thome, Virginia Hansen, and Julie Sanchez. Each won anywhere from $150 to $200 in Fergus bucks that also will stay in our community.
Pays to shop local.
It absolutely does. And we know too that when our businesses are successful, our community is more successful, and people are able to give back to the community too. So again, it really does matter when people spend locally. It's appreciated, and of course it helps organizations like United Way.
Yes, absolutely, and we rely on our businesses to help us with our campaign as well. We have so many businesses that have already supported the local United Way campaign, so thank you to everyone on a personal level and a business level that have already supported United Way, but we still have some to raise.
Yeah.
Our goal this year is $420,000, and we're still $137,000 away from our goal. We hope to get there by the end of the year. That's a big amount yet to raise. So if you haven't had an opportunity to give this year and you're looking for an organization that makes a difference in your community, United Way can be that organization for you. So give our office a call. I'd love to have that conversation with you. We support over 45 local programs and initiatives that help children and families and people with disabilities and people with mental illness and people who are facing hunger and food insecurity. So give our office a call. Stop by. We're located here in Fergus Falls at 120 East Washington Avenue, and our phone number is 218-736-5147. And if you just want to take some time and learn a little bit about the programs that United Way is working on, you can also visit our website at uwotw.org.
Fantastic. Well, and when we speak about fundraisers and the end of the year, it's time to talk about 2022, and there are some different events, some both fundraising as well as community connecting events that are coming up. January 9th will be our first Chamber Cafe of 2020, be hosted by our Noon Kiwanis group at the YMCA. So we invite folks to come out to the YMCA at 7:30 that Thursday morning and hear all about what's going on in and around our community, and you get to hear some great updates from organizations. And Mary, I'll bet that you'll be chatting about the Friends of Friends that's coming up.
Yes, our 12th annual Friends of Friends Fighting Hunger event is scheduled for January 25th. I can't believe we've been doing this for 12 years.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And unfortunately, we still have hungry people in our community that are faced with going home to no food in their cupboards. So we raised the funds for 7 food shelves in Ottertail County and 1 in Wadena. And it also goes to support our children's local weekend feeding backpack program. So there are 6 of those in Ottertail County. We have over 500 children in Ottertail County that are utilizing this program. So every week we have organizations all throughout the county that put together a bag of food and put it in the locker in a backpack for a child to take home on the weekend, because they've been identified by their school teacher, by a counselor. Someone in administration has said, this child could be facing hunger on the weekend, and we can do something about that. So this fundraiser helps support that. Through the years, we've raised anywhere from $25,000 to over $100,000 for this event.
Amazing.
Yes, so we're on track. We've already raised over $25,000, and so we're hoping to hit our goal again of about $85,000 for this event. The food shelves benefit, and the Children's Weekend Feeding Backpack Program.
And this is a fun event that folks can go to, and tickets are available yet, or have you sold out already?
Oh, not yet.
Not yet. It sells out every year, so
Yeah.
don't delay.
So yeah, we have a live and silent auction, a great meal, and it's provided by Thumper Pond out in Ottertail, which is a beautiful facility. In the wintertime, it's fun to drive out there. It's kind of magical.
Well, and you can stay overnight, you know,
Yep.
rent a room, let the kids play in the water park,
Yep.
all kinds of fun.
Tickets are $50, and they're available on our website at uwotw.org. And a portion of those proceeds also go to support the event as well. So
Fantastic. Well, great events coming up around the corner. And well, when we talk about fundraisers and giving back, we've got a new business that's going to be joining us on the show today. Lee Bauman is here. He's with Icon Business Advantage. And he not only has a great number of services that are available for growing businesses, but also has a charitable heart. So you want to stay tuned. We'll be back after a little break.
The comfort and safety of your home is what matters most. Here at Park Region and Ottertail Telecom, we want to help you have peace of mind wherever you are with Nest Home products. From an alarm system to the learning thermostat to security cameras and even the Nest Protect, your home can be more than just four walls and a roof over your head. Come into our offices to learn more and get a first-hand demonstration of the family of Nest security products. We're here to serve you beyond the connection as your local Nest Pro installers.
Welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm joined today by one of our newest businesses in the area. The business owner, Lee Bauman, is here with Icon Business Advantage.
Hello, everybody.
Lee, welcome to the show. And let's tell folks a little bit about what Icon Business Advantage means overall. And we won't be able to cover all of what you do, but we're going to...
It's a ton and it keeps growing, but I'm an independent agent with a business called David Ella Capital. They're out of Michigan. And of course, with a name like Capital, that's where they started. They provide capital to businesses that are young. We don't do startups, but if you've only been in business 4 months, that's long
Sure.
enough for us. We work with you if you have bad credit. And like we say, if the banks are saying no or they're just too slow, come talk to us. We'll probably say yes.
Right.
You know, that's what we do.
And really, you provide, that's the basis for helping businesses, especially small businesses in our community, grow and thrive. And in addition to capital being one of the tools that you have a variety of different tools and plans and programs that can really help businesses be successful.
Mostly, they're all pretty much all geared towards the small business, the startup, the fledgling company.
Sure.
If you got a good business, customers are easy to come by. Funding, not so much.
Right.
About 80% of businesses that are just young and need some capital go to the bank. About 80% are told no because they don't meet the criteria. They don't have collateral. They don't have a business record for at least 2 years. They probably lease the building that they're in.
And that is one of the challenges of growth too, because like you said, if you've got a good product, a good service, getting customers is maybe not the hardest part of it.
Yeah.
However, growing that business, because as you grow as a business, the more customers you get, the more capital you need to keep it going.
Yeah, sometimes what you have is you have a business and you hit this ceiling. You just can't grow past the ceiling because the money you're making just goes into keeping you running.
Right.
And you have these opportunities to expand or to buy extra stock or something, and you just can't get the money to do that. It's very difficult.
Right.
That's where we step in and we say, okay, we're pretty good at working with these small businesses. Let us take a look, and I'm sure we'll get you something.
That's fantastic, and of course you offer personal, customized service too for those many busises. Well,
Yeah.
one of the other ways, or one of the other things that's been on a lot of people's mind this time of year, especially with the holidays, is well, not necessarily with the holidays, but this time of year is a time where folks are talking about healthcare. And that, our chamber members are telling us that healthcare costs are one of the biggest challenges they face every year. And you have some answers for folks.
We do. We just started this year. Like I said, we're growing. One of the things we added was a healthcare. It's a co-op health coverage from the Small Business Agency. It's a nonprofit health coverage agency, and they are chartered through, it's called ERISA.
Okay.
ERISA is an act that was passed in, I think it was 1974, it's the Employee Retirement Investment Savings Act.
Sure.
Okay, this was protection that the government decided to pass to protect employees as they retire. And a few years ago, his name is David Jones, got together a few people, and they wrote health coverage into this ERISA Act. It's kind of separate, but it's protected under ERISA. It's in all 50 states, so if you get health coverage through us, it's not regulated by the state insurance agencies, it's regulated by ERISA, which is nationwide.
Fantastic.
And because it's a nonprofit agency, our rates for health coverage are anywhere from 25 to 50% less
Wow.
than traditional health insurance.
That can be a huge savings.
Yes. Something else you don't hear of anymore is no deductible.
Yeah, no, you don't hear that anymore.
Yeah. What it is you decide we have 4 plans. We just call them A, B, C, and D, keep it simple.
Yep.
And you can get it either an individual or as a family. It has to be through an employer.
Sure.
An employer joins the SBA co-op, and it's only $24 a year, so $2 a month. Very small cost. And then the employees, and if you have 1 employee, 1,001, you qualify this program.
Sure.
And what it is, you pick the coverage that you think you need, and it's self-funded. What
Okay.
means is, say like you're paying $455 a month, part of that's your premium,
Right.
the other half goes into what's called the funding, and that belongs to you and the employer. So let's say a month after you go and sign up for us, you fall and break your arm.
Sure.
Okay, you're gonna need a trip to the emergency room, you're gonna have a cast safe. I don't know what this would cost, I haven't broken an arm, so I don't know. But let's say it's about $2,000 just to go to the emergency room. Being part of the co-op, they're part of called First Health. They have pre-negotiated lower prices with like 99% of the hospitals and doctors in America.
Wow.
And when you go in, instead of having that $2,000 bill, say they've negotiated it down to $1,000.
Sure.
So right there, you're saving money.
Right.
Okay, and unlike traditional insurance where you have this big copay you gotta pay first, your deductible you have to meet, which for a lot of people is $5,000-6,000.
Yep, definitely.
We kick in money on dollar one. So you're gonna go in, you're gonna get charged $1,000. We're gonna pay half of that up front.
Sure.
So
Wow.
instead of paying $2,000, now you're already down to $500.
Right. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's really, really beneficial for folks. And so this is insurance that small businesses can become part of this co-op then, and they can offer it to their employees.
Yep, and if you have 1 employer, if you have 1,001, it doesn't matter. Because it is a nonprofit and it's self-funding, this is where we also differ from traditional health insurance. You pay in so much every month, of course part of that's the premium,
Sure.
but then you have this funded amount which is to go towards doctor bills. If you don't use that, the employer would get that back.
Okay.
And then this could be redistributed to the employees, be put into profit sharing.
Sure.
It could go towards paying next year's health insurance.
Variety of different things.
Yep, and that would be between, the employee and employers.
Fantastic.
And,
Wow, that's a great program.
something else that I'm kind of working at right now. A few months ago, a large realty company approached this SBA. And a brokerage doesn't really have employees per se,
Right.
but they are paid a 1099. So the SBA looked at this, okay, we can work with this, you're not employed, we are receiving payment from the
Right.
brokerage. So they set it up slightly different, but it's pretty much the same thing, where even though you're not actually an employee of the brokerage, the people in your office could sign up.
Okay.
The brokerage would be part of the co-op, all the people receiving the,
That's
Okay.
that's a fantastic, unique
Yeah.
situation. Like you said, it's the real estate professionals are not employees of the company.
No,
They're
not
they're
technically.
independent contractors.
So this gave me an idea, and I'm spearheading because I've been talking to people with the SB Small Business Agency Co-op. This is a very ag-driven community.
Definitely.
A lot of farmers belong to farmers co-ops. An elevator sets up a co-op, and the members are both members of it. And so I'm working with a couple of people at the SBA to see if we can set up the same kind of a situation with the elevators, to not only could they insure their employees, but also members of the co-op.
Well, that would be fantastic.
Because it's more common for farmers not to be carrying health coverage than
Right.
just regular, citizens. I think it's about 1 in 10 people you meet are not insured. About one in 5 farmers do not carry insurance.
Which is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
So if folks are interested to learn more about the healthcare programs and the coverages that are available and how they might be able to get started on it, can they sign up at any time or if we pass the window or?
It is monthly. They can sign up any
Okay.
time of the year. The only qualification is once you sign up, like an employee, say Joe's Pizza, whatever, signs up.
Sure,
In order to qualify for the money back, they have to stay on for the full year.
sure. Which
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah. If they quit earlier, then that funded amount is going to
Goes
stay
away.
with the agency. We're also set up so that, okay, say like you have X amount of employees and they get $250,000 worth of health coverage. Whatever they don't use obviously goes back to Joe's Pizzeria. Okay.
Right. What a great program and great information for folks.
So, yeah, I'm
And-
excited about it.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
Always looking at ways to help our small businesses be more successful.
Yeah.
It's the Icon Business Advantage.
Icon
Gotta
Business
take
Advantage.
advantage of it.
I brought up a little cue card here, so it's hard to remember. Icon BA, the BA stands for Business Advantage, and it's .us, because I like US. It's not
Okay.
.com. And
That way folks can check that out and they're gonna find many of the other programs and services that you have available there that'll help
Yeah.
businesses save money. I think one of them that's been very active this time of year is credit card processing. There's been a
Yes.
lot of purchases going on in Fergus Falls this holiday season, so we want to thank everybody who's been shopping locally. But of course, anytime a customer makes a purchase and they swipe their card, the business pays a fee or
They
a
pay
small
a fee.
fee or a percentage
Yep.
of their profits. So a portion of that sale goes to a credit card processing company, and boy, those can add up quickly.
yeah, that money just flows out of the community and goes to
Never
Wall
to be
Street or
seen
something.
again.
Never to be seen again.
Yeah, even at the chamber, we have businesses that are paying for their bowling fees or they've paid for their membership, and we pay credit card fees every year too. So tell us a little bit about a program that you have available.
Okay. Well, we have partnered with two credit card processing companies. They're actual processing companies. One is called Sphere. It's a little smaller, really specializes in the small business. So a lot of startups will go to Square right away.
Sure.
It's easy to set up. It's a per swipe fee. They pretty much know what their expenses are going to be.
Right,
As you start to grow, that per swipe fee is pretty high.
sure.
So that becomes pretty costly. And if you get into that area where you're thinking, I wish I could do this a little cheaper, that's where our first company, Sphere, comes in. They specialize in the small business. They compete head to head with Square.
Sure.
They pretty much beat them all the time.
They're just
Slow-
not as well known
not
until
as
now.
well known. They're out of
Sphere.
Texas. Yep. And this year we also brought in a second partner. They're a little bigger. Actually, they're a lot bigger. They do about $25 billion in processing.
Wow.
They have over 50,000 customers, 400,000 stations where you would swipe your card or stick your
Sure.
chip in. So they are huge, and they have they changed the regulations on processing a couple years ago, and this company's been kind of spearheading the change. What it is it's called a non-cash adjustment fee.
Okay.
Okay, it basically gets rid of that fee that you're getting when you swipe the card for the privilege of using your credit card.
Right.
They've been doing this at gas pumps since the 70s, and they finally now they said, okay, businesses all across America can do this, and it basically 100% eliminates your processing fees.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty amazing.
yeah. So if you want to know more about that, of course, we only have a few minutes here. Again, go on my website and just go to Icon BA. That's me. And put in / processing. And
Sure.
there's all kinds of information on there. Free to get a quote, okay, my business does this, they want to look at a couple of credit card statements, see, how much could I save? And it's huge.
Right.
Yeah.
You can walk people right through that process.
It's easy.
Pretty simply.
A lot of the stuff out there is compatible, that you can keep your stuff, have it reprogrammed over the internet, and you never even notice the difference, except you're paying a lot less every month.
Right.
And of
You
course
notice
we
it in your
have-
bank account.
Yeah, you notice it
Where
in
it
your
really
bank account.
matters.
And of course, they have lots of equipment. A lot of it's free. The little swipe stations, those they'll give you for free. We're not in the business of selling those. We just give those. They have the big point of purchase terminals, the cash registers, all that stuff.
All of that.
Okay. Yeah, and depending on your size, you might even get one of those free. or pay just a very small fee. Because, like I said, we're not here to sell equipment. We're here to process credit cards.
Right.
So that's what we do. We're not here to make money off of selling you something.
Right. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And so those are just, capital, you've got healthcare, credit card processing, and again, you've got all these tools developed and resources to help small businesses grow. And with that, you're giving back to the community too.
I am. A good friend of mine, been a friend of me for pretty much my whole life, is very involved with Special Olympics. Okay, he has a nephew that goes to Special Olympics, and every year they do this thing called a polar plunge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never actually participated in the polar plunge. It's been down at the cities for years,
Sure.
and his name is Scott, and he has been instrumental in getting a polar plunge set up in Otter Tail County up at they call it OTC on Ice.
Yeah, coming up in February.
February 1st, they're going to have their first Special Olympics polar plunge.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, and so, I've given to Scott in the past, and I decided this year, I've set up a page on my website again. It's called Special. So you just go to iconba/special, and it'll give you a little information on the polar plunge and how you can donate. And every time somebody gets a business service through Icon Business Advantage, we're giving to Special Olympics up
That's
through the end of the year.
fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And, this made me feel pretty good. So
Yeah.
I said, I like this giving stuff. So I decided that for the next full year, I am going to do a charity a month. Perhaps one might run for 2 months.
Sure.
You can get more information on my website. Just go to iconba/US/award, and I'll give you just a little blurb on what I plan on doing. And for the first month, January, so I'm wearing my hat, I've decided to give to a charity called Unseen.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about
I have
Unseen.
A little book there, and hold that up too. Unseen, they're out of Fargo, out of the Sons of Norway building, in fact. And what they do is they help fight human trafficking. There are 700 million people in the world living in complete poverty. Of course, 1 in 4 are children. And in other countries, it's hard to believe this, members of your family or your children are put up as collateral for
Yeah.
loans. And
It's
once they're
really sad.
once they're given away, anything can happen to them.
Right.
And Unseen, what they do is there's people all over the world that are fighting this, is they help bring money to them so that they can go out and fight this, travesty.
It's a great cause.
Yeah. So,
Great cause. And so you'll be donating to that
Yep.
organization.
I'll be
come
getting January
2020.
1st. Yep. And January 1st, 2020 for the full month. Any business that Icon brings in, doesn't matter if it's capital, equipment financing, credit card processing, health insurance, doesn't matter, whatever it is, a portion is going to go to Unseen.
That's fantastic.
So-
And what if folks are part of a nonprofit in the area and they're thinking, wow, I'd like to be one of those. Can you make that happen?
Yep, I'm looking for ideas. There's a couple that are already, a few months down the road that we're probably going to be working with. Dough for Joe is one
It's a
I'm
great
going to reach
cause.
out to. I like Dough for Joe. I had a grandnephew with cancer, and they showed up with Christmas gifts last year, and they helped
Oh,
pay
fantastic.
for. Yeah, they're a great organization.
Great organization.
And so I'd like to work with them down the road. I'm going to reach out to them. But again, if you go on my website, iconba.us/award, there's going to be a link there where you can just shoot me an email, just click on it, and say, hey, this is a really good nonprofit, or this is a really good charity, and hopefully I get lots
It'll
of
be in
ideas to pick
consideration,
from.
yeah. Fantastic. Well, and it's all made possible by when you start working with new businesses to offer them some of the great services that you have. So
Yep. Your business can grow, you can save money, you can help a charity,
Yeah.
all in one shot.
wow, you make it easy.
That's what we do.
Well, Lee, if folks want to get in touch with you, in addition to going to your website, is there a number they can reach you at?
Yes, you can call it's a business cell phone. You can call or text me at it. It's 218-671-8325.
Perfect. Well, anything else we should add today when it comes to talking about Icon Business Advantage?
Oh,
Other
there's
than
so much.
we could spend probably 2 hours talking about all the great
Yeah.
services that you guys have.
Because there's so much to talk about with this health coverage, I'm going to be setting up a time next month where I will be in the chamber office. We don't have the day set yet, but hopefully it happens in January. And we're just gonna have people come in during chamber hours, sit down. I'll go over the 4 different plans, how they work, if you're an employee, what kind of coverage you'll get. If you're an employer, how well you could get the insurances for yourself as well, and of course how this cash back works for unused portions of your insurance.
Fantastic. That'll be a great opportunity, so you can watch the Chamber's events calendar, watch the e-news to find out more about details about that coming up in 2020. Well, thank you, Lee, for joining us, and thanks for what you're doing in our community, not only helping our businesses, but helping our nonprofits as well.
Yeah, it's the
We
season of
appreciate
giving.
it. Definitely. Well, thanks again for joining us on the show today.
Thanks a lot.
We'll be back after a little break.
There are lots of small reasons to have home phone service, and one very big one. 911 emergency location. Only a call from your home phone instantly transmits your address to emergency personnel. Cell phones can't.
911, what's your emergency?
If trouble comes to your home, seconds count. Home phone from Park Region Telephone and Otter Tail Telcom helps first responders do their job. It's a small price to pay for what you can save.
Well, welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. I want to thank our special guest today, Lee Bauman with Icon Business Advantage. And, you can find out more about him at his website or on the Chamber's website to find out exactly what he can do to help your small business, which in turn helps charities around the organization or around the area, I should say, not around the organization. But and one of those that is making such a big impact in our community is United Way of Otter Tail and Wadena counties. And with the year wrapping up, let's give that final push for that campaign and see if we can't help you reach your goal.
Yeah, thank you. And we still have $137,000 left to raise. Help us get there if you can. If you have an opportunity to still give, if you are looking for a charity by the end of the year, we can be that charity for you.
In fact, if you received Fergus bucks as a Christmas gift, you can actually donate them or write them out to United Way of Otter Tail and Wadena County. Since United Way is a chamber member, you can accept those Fergus bucks. So if folks receive them, they say, "Oh, I really don't need any extra. I don't need to do shopping or do anything with these." You can certainly donate them to United Way.
Wonderful.
So, great way to keep those dollars circulating in our community, plus solve so many different issues and challenges people are facing. So, well, with that, we're going to wrap up the show. We're going to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we will see you again probably in a few more weeks. So this has been Find It in Fergus Falls. We'll catch you the next time.